So we got a request for a poem from Whale Day by Billy Collins. And as I like to do, I will open it to a random spot in the book and we'll see what happens. All right. Today you're going to hear The Wild Barnacle from Billy Collins' Whale Day. And there's an epigram before it from Patrick Pierce. Do not speak, wild barnacle, passing over this mountain. In a lullaby by the Irish poet Patrick Pierce, a woman of the mountain begins singing her baby to sleep by asking Mary to kiss her baby's mouth and Christ to touch its cheek. Then she gets busy quieting the world around her. All the grey mice must be still, as well as the moths fluttering at the cottage window lit by the child's golden head. Then, amazing to me, one summer night, when I first read the poem, she orders a barnacle, of all things, not to speak as it passes over a mountain. To me, a barnacle came with a shell, lived underwater, and stayed put after silently affixing itself to a rock. But here, in the hands of a poet, the small creature is miraculously endowed with the powers of speech and flight. I could see it now on a mountain top, its black shell shiny with salt water, no more than 2 inches tall, but dancing and riotous with joy and rage, shouting the anthem of the barnacle, loud enough to wake up every baby in Connemara and beyond. But, of course, it is the barnacle goose that Pierce had in mind, I later found out, common in the west of Ireland and quite capable of flight with a honk that could possibly alarm a sleeping baby. And for a moment, I had my own wild barnacle. But the barnacle goose is fact, and so is the fact that Patrick Pierce, known as the schoolmaster, was the one who proclaimed the independence of Ireland from the steps of the General Post Office. And for his troubles, he was stood up with 14 other insurrectionists, save Connolly, who was seated due to a recently shattered ankle. Yes, was stood up against the fact of a wall in a courtyard of Kilmainham Jail, Dublin, and executed by a British firing squad in his final May in the terrible, beautiful year of 1916. There you go. That one starts very frivolous and ends very dark. The Wild Barnacle by Billy Collins.